Robert Kiyosaki. So it is another end-of-the-year family dinner, and this time your dad is hosting. Still, the truth is, you're really only excited because you get to see your cool, rich uncle who was always dropping knowledge bombs about money at family barbecues. You see, in the world of finance and money, that uncle is a man called Robert Kiyosaki. He is very famous for his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is basically like the Harry Potter of personal finance. Instead of spells and wizards, it's full of financial wisdom that can magically change the way you think about money. He uses two fathers in the book, a rich dad who's savvy with money, invests in assets, and believes in making money work for him, and the poor dad, who is a highly educated man who believes in working hard for money, but struggles financially. One of Kiyosaki's biggest lessons is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. It's kind of like playing Monopoly, but this is real life, and you're investing in things that will make you money over time, like real estate, stocks, or even starting a business. According to him, anybody willing to become really rich should avoid liabilities like the plague and collect assets like rare Pokemon cards. His teachings are like a financial GPS, guiding you step by step on how to move from working for money to having money work for you. Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is what you'd get if you mixed a motivational speaker, an energy drink, and a cash register in a blender. He's turned hustle into a lifestyle brand and convinced half the world that sleep is for the weak and the broke. Grant's mantra is simple: 10 times everything. If you're thinking small, you're doing it wrong. According to Grant, the key to success is to set goals that are 10 times bigger than you think you can achieve, and then take 10 times the action you feel is necessary. For instance, if you're aiming to make $100,000, why not aim for a cool million instead? And then take the steps as if your life depends on it, because in Grant's world, it kind of does. However, Grant is not just about talk, but about action, especially in the real estate market. He's built a massive portfolio of multifamily properties, and he's constantly preaching about the power of investing in real estate. His book, Sell or Be Sold, is all about mastering the art of sales because, as Grant says, everything in life is a sale, and everything you want is a commission. Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, better known as Gary V, is the Energizer Bunny of entrepreneurship. He just keeps going and going. But instead of running on batteries, he's fueled by pure passion and a relentless drive to succeed. Gary V first made his mark by transforming his family's liquor store into a multi-million-dollar e-commerce business, and he did it by starting Wine Library TV, a YouTube series where he passionately reviewed wines and educated viewers. This was back in the mid-2000s, long before most businesses even knew what YouTube was. He leveraged the power of early social media to grow the family business from $3 million to $60 million in just 5 years. One of Gary V's core philosophies is document, don't create. He believes that the key to building a personal brand and making money is to document your journey, not just create content for the sake of it. This approach takes the pressure off perfection and encourages people to share their real, unfiltered lives. This means that Gary put himself out on every single platform, such as Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. He's like the social media version of a Swiss Army knife, versatile and always useful. And by constantly sharing his thoughts, experiences, and advice, he's built a brand that feels authentic and relatable. Tai Lopez. You know how people are always saying knowledge is power? Well, this man named Tai Lopez is one of the people who took that phrase and turned it into real money and power. He became famous after his "Here in My Garage" video went viral on YouTube. In the footage, Tai showed off his Lamborghini and talked about how he values knowledge even more than his luxury car. Tai's philosophy is that reading books and learning from successful people are the keys to getting ahead in life. He is also a big believer in finding mentors because they're like cheat codes in a video game that can help you level up faster by showing you the shortcuts. He promoted the idea that you don't need to reinvent the wheel, you just need to learn from those who have already done it. One of Tai's most popular programs is the 67 Steps, which is a blueprint for achieving health, wealth, love, and happiness. Tai created this program by distilling lessons from hundreds of books and his personal experiences into 67 actionable steps that anyone can follow. It covers everything from goal setting and time management to building wealth and creating meaningful relationships. It's like a crash course in living your best life, delivered in Tai's signature casual style. Warren Buffett. This guy became so successful at investing that he is now known as the Oracle of Omaha. The craziest part is that his method and strategies are as simple as they are effective. According to Warren, the most important thing you need to do is invest for the long term, while others are chasing the next hot stock or trying to time the market, Buffett is all about buying solid companies and holding on to them for decades. It's like planting a tree, nurture it over time, and eventually you'll have a forest of wealth. He is also famous for his value investing strategy, which basically involves finding companies that are undervalued by the market but have strong potential for growth and then turning them into profitable businesses. It's like finding a designer jacket at a thrift store for a fraction of the price. You know it's worth a lot more than what you pay. However, despite being one of the richest people in the world, Warren Buffett is famous for his frugality. He still lives in the same house in Omaha that he bought in 1958, drives a modest car, and enjoys simple pleasures like McDonald's breakfasts. To him, wealth isn't about expensive toys, it's about financial security and the freedom to make choices without worrying about money. Dave Ramsey. So, you just finished college, got a great job, and earned a pretty good salary at the end of the month. However, you've got a ton of student bills to pay, a car loan to complete, and even rent bills that have been piling up for a few months now. So instead of enjoying your salary at the end of the month, all of your money basically goes into paying off your debts. Well, you can see just how broke you might be at the end of the day. But if you had someone like Dave Ramsey by your side from the get-go, chances are you wouldn't be neck deep in unpaid debts. This is because Dave turned debts into literal assets. He helped millions of people take control of their finances, and his no-nonsense approach is what makes him the ultimate money-making guru. Dave Ramsey's mission is very simple: get out of debt and stay out of debt. He believes that debt is the biggest obstacle to financial freedom, and he's on a crusade to help people eliminate it from their lives. He wrote a book called Baby Steps. The program is a step-by-step guide to getting out of debt and building wealth. It's like a financial detox that starts with cutting up credit cards and ends with living a life of financial freedom. One of his most famous strategies is the debt snowball method, which basically involves listing out all of your debts from smallest to largest, paying off the smallest one first, then moving on to the next one, and so on. As you eliminate each debt, you snowball the payments from the previous debt into the next one, gaining momentum with each victory. Tim Ferris. Tim Ferris is like a human guinea pig who keeps experimenting with new ways to optimize his life. Whether it's hacking his sleep, learning a language in record time, or mastering a new skill, Tim is constantly testing out new life hacks and sharing the results. He's like a mad scientist, but instead of creating potions, he's creating the ultimate productivity hacks. Aside from constantly trying to hack the secret to living the most comfortable life, this guy is also pretty popular because of his podcast, The Tim Ferris Show, where he interviews top performers from various fields: athletes, entrepreneurs, scientists, and artists, to uncover their secrets to success. He believes that the best way to learn is by studying the habits and routines of those who've already achieved greatness. It's like getting a backstage pass to the minds of the world's most successful people with Tim as your guide. Tim's philosophy is rooted in the idea that you don't have to follow the crowd to be successful. Instead, you can blaze your own trail using smart strategies and life hacks to achieve more with less effort. Whether it's through his books, podcasts, or personal experiments, Tim provides a blueprint for living life on your own terms without sacrificing your dreams or your health. Dan Lok. If you've ever wondered how to sell a $10,000 product like it's a hot dog at a baseball game, then Dan's your guy. This is because Dan Lok is literally the modern-day king of high-ticket sales, and he's built a reputation as the go-to guy for anyone looking to master the art of selling high-value products and services. He's like the James Bond of sales, suave, confident, and always closing the deal. Closing high-ticket deals isn't just about selling a product. It's about selling value and solving big problems for clients who are willing to pay top dollar for the best solution. His strategy is all about building trust, creating urgency, and delivering results. As a big believer in the power of high-income skills, Dan emphasizes the importance of skills that can set you apart in the marketplace and give you the ability to generate significant income without being tied to a traditional job. For example, you should consider things like copywriting, digital marketing, and, of course, high-ticket sales. Dan not only shows you how to actually become financially free, but he also provides a clear, actionable path to financial success through high-income skills, high-ticket sales, and smart entrepreneurship. His teachings are practical, result-oriented, and designed to help people achieve their financial goals faster than they ever thought possible. Brendon Burchard. So let's say you're at this huge amusement park and everyone's telling you to try the roller coaster called Financial Freedom. It looks amazing, but there's a long line and you're not sure how to get a seat at the front. Then, out of nowhere, this super friendly guy named Brendon Burchard shows up, grinning ear to ear. He's got got the park map, knows all the shortcuts, and hands you a fast pass to the front of the line. That's basically what Brendan does for your financial life. He's the guide who helps you get to the best part of the ride quickly and with a smile on your face. If your side hustle is selling homemade cookies, Brendan would basically teach you how to make and see clear goals, keep your energy up, and manage your time wisely so you don't burn out. By following his habits, you'll go from selling a dozen cookies to running a full-fledged bakery. Brendan often talks about the importance of courage in achieving success. He teaches that fear is natural, but it shouldn't stop you from taking action. Instead, he encourages people to develop and take consistent action, even when it's uncomfortable. Whether it's starting a new project, speaking in public, or making a big decision, Brendan teaches that courage is the key to unlocking your full potential. What makes him such a huge influence on people is the fact that he not only focuses on helping you build wealth, but his focus is on high-performance habits, purpose, energy, productivity, influence, and courage creates a comprehensive approach to personal development that goes beyond just making money. It's about creating a life that's rich in every sense of the word. Gaining financial freedom is one of the greatest assets you can have, and you can find all the information you need to start this next level by joining our Discord server today. Russell Brunson. If you've ever wanted to start an online business and turn your passion into a profitable business, then your best bet is to invest in some of Russell Brunson's books, talk shows, or podcasts. This is because this man has single-handedly created a golden ticket that unlocks the secrets to building wildly successful online businesses, and he's eager to share it with you. He's the founder of ClickFunnels, a platform that helps entrepreneurs build sales funnels that convert leads into customers. He has also written several best-selling books on the subject. Russell Brunson is best known for his expertise in sales funnels, the step-by-step process that guides potential customers from discovering your product to making a purchase. Let's say you're selling a course on how to bake the perfect cake. Russell will show you how to create a sales funnel that starts with a free recipe to get people interested, then offers a low-priced ebook with more tips, and finally sells your full course as the ultimate solution. By the end, your customers are literally whisked away into buying your product, and your profits rise like a well-leavened cake. It's like having a conveyor belt that transports people straight to your checkout page. Now, even though one of the biggest challenges for any online business is getting traffic, Russell still's got you covered because his book on traffic secrets is like a magical GPS that teaches you how to leverage different traffic sources like social media, search engines, and partnerships to drive visitors to your sales funnel. Peter Thiel. This is the guy who puts tech into practice in a way that makes you wonder where you were when God was sharing brain cells. He's like the Yoda of Silicon Valley, wise, strategic, and always a step ahead of the game. As a billionaire entrepreneur, venture capitalist, and author, Peter Thiel has played a pivotal role in shaping the tech world as you know it. Peter Thiel co-founded PayPal, the online payment system that revolutionized how we handle money on the internet. Imagine the wild, wild west of the early internet days, where everyone was trying to figure out how to make online transactions safe and easy. Peter Thiel was the sheriff who brought law and order to the chaos, turning PayPal into a financial powerhouse. Thiel believes that true success comes from creating something entirely new, going from 0 to 1 rather than just copying what's already out there. So instead of competing in crowded markets, entrepreneurs should focus on building unique products or services that have no competition, something that changes the game entirely. It's like inventing the first light bulb when everyone else is just trying to make better candles. And this works because when there is no competition, you have an absolute monopoly, which leads to massive profits and long-term success. Susie Orman. So let's say you've been struggling to manage your finances. Credit cards, student loans, mortgages. Your bank account literally looks more like a desert than a thriving oasis, so you are lost, confused, and always sad. However, a friend introduces you to a woman called Susie Orman, who honestly is just the financial fairy godmother you need. Susie Orman is literally a powerhouse in the world of personal finance and a best-selling author of so many financial books, a TV host on CNBC for over 13 years, and a financial advisor known for her straight-talking, tell-it-like-it-is style. If you're looking for someone to sugarcoat your financial situation, you're in the wrong place, because this woman would tell it like it is. She's that friend who tells you exactly what you need to hear, even if it's not what you want to hear. Susie's superpower is breaking down complex financial concepts into bite-sized, digestible pieces. She's like the translator between you and the mysterious language of money, so instead of talking about fiscal policies and investment portfolios, she'll say something like, "Do you want to be broke or rich?" According to her, paying off debt is the first step to acquiring any sort of financial freedom. It's like cleaning out the fridge, as you've got to get rid of the rotten stuff before you can stock up on the good stuff.